As the students were getting in, a trainee from the nearby Army base shoved his way on with an Army-issued rifle.
Hey, do you guys remember that crazy trainee that ran away from Fort Jackson, South Carolina's basic training, and his PTs, his shorts and t-shirt with a reflective belt on, and his gosh dang camelback, along with his M4 carbine, hijacked a school bus full of like 18 kids and got arrested? Well, by golly, he pled for insanity. If you don't, you should go ahead and watch the video that I made about it because, well, it was an interesting thing. But what is more interesting than that strange event at Relax in Jackson is his defense. Because after getting arrested, young Private Collazo, well, he did the unthinkable. He pled insanity. And he won! Now I know what you're thinking. This guy can't possibly be insane. He signed up for the Army. He got through some training. He just wanted to get out and just, went a little stir crazy trying to get back home any way that he possibly could. And he made some bad decisions, so he's a dick. He's a chode. He's just a piece of shit turd ball guy that, well, nobody wants to hang out with. And I was with you until today, when I read an article that's linked below in the description about how not only did his defense say, oh yeah, he's insane, but so did the judge, and so did the prosecution. So all three involved in this court case of the young man who ran away and abducted 18 children for 3.5 miles on a school bus, they all agreed that this guy is insane. And that made me scratch my head. How could all three be on the same page unless this kid was absolutely insane? And then the first question that popped into my head is, how did an insane kid get enlisted into the Army? And then the next question that followed that was, who was this kid's recruiter?
Have you given any thought to your future? Thought?
Now, how did we come to this conclusion, right? What did they say? What did he do besides, sticking up a bunch of kids on a bus? Hello, it's 8 o'clock? Okay, fucking watch. Now, I know that running off post with a rifle in your PT uniform and hijacking a school bus full of children, that raises some questions about your sanity, but there's more. Prior to his enlisting and after his enlistment and arrest, and failed escape attempt and arrest, that really make you wonder how this kid got in the Army. And I say that because September 27th of 2022, the judge ordered this young trainee, hey, listen, he's got to get psych eval, all right? And on 2 separate occasions, it came back as, this kid's got schizophrenia. And there were red flags before he even joined the Army. Frankly, I'm gonna pin a little bit of this on the family here for not letting the recruiter know exactly what was going on inside Collazo's burnout skull. So we'll start there with the family. First off, before young Collazo even joined the military, for about a year or so prior, his family was noticing that he was getting really paranoid. They would have to calm him down and talk him out of some things that weren't really going on. Well, you think you might want to tell that to the recruiter coming to say, hey, we'd really like to get your son to join the Army. What do you think?
Oh, no, I think that he's a little crazy in the head. Maybe we don't do that because we're all telling him not to listen to the voices that he's hearing in his skull that don't exist.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. It could have been that simple. But the family doesn't think that mental illness is that big of a deal, or the bigger they just brush it under the rug and it was a phase he was going through, so they just said,
don't say anything about it, young little baby Collazo. Just, take the rifle and be put under super stressful situations that could trigger your schizophrenia and give you a psychotic break. Okay? Bye-bye.
So now we're here at basic training, Land Collazo. At 25 years old, is just at the outer edge of that prime psychotic break epicenter that most men go through. I don't say most men that go through it. Most men that have schizophrenic breaks have them between the ages of their late teens and early 20s. If you're gonna pop, it's gonna be in that hot zone of post-super puberty. And if you want some additional stress to get put on you so you can break, I mean, basic training is the place for you. Not gonna lie, at first I was super proud of Jackson being like, wow, relaxing Jackson, not no more. It's making kids go crazy. But yeah, he already kind of had some of those things. I mean, I would still count that. If I was his drill sergeant, I would still say that I made him go crazy. I would tell all the trainees that came in after him. See this kid pulling out his mugshot? You see him? See him right here? See his jacked up little face? I made that. I made that happen to him because he didn't want to follow the rules. So you better follow the rules or I'm gonna make you go insane. That's what I would have done. So here we are in basic training, things bubbling up, starting to get all that stress. Battle buddies are starting to see it now. Battle buddies are saying, well, hey man, Collazo's freaking out about weird stuff. He's starting to think that people are after him, that they're trying to kill him, and that they're trying to go after his family. I mean, half that's kind of true, you know, drill sergeants are coming after you, but we're not gonna kill you in front of people. We'll hide the body. You will never know what's coming. But nobody's going after your family, bud. So that happens, right? More stress. Boom! We got the break, we got the hijacking of the school bus, then we've got the arrest. And this is another one of those things that the overall story didn't tell you. See, young Collazo here was so freaked out that he was going to be assassinated and that people were coming after his family to kill him, that while in prison, in a holding center, while handcuffed, behind his back, ran around like a crazy man inside the holding center and jumped off a second floor and broke his leg. That is some serious commitment. And like the defense and prosecution and judge brought up, something isn't quite right up there to be so committed in thinking that somebody's after you and your family that you're gonna jump off a second story of a holding facility, shirtless, naked, with your hands cuffed behind your back. Like that is some real dedication that a lot of people don't normally see from the sane. But in a bittersweet ending, you know, it's good that we found that out and that nothing more serious happened, that he was in a controlled environment, that the incident happened, that it didn't happen when he was home in New York in like the subway and ends up getting stabbed or run over by a train or something. And he's been getting treatment, he's been calming down, he's been doing a lot better with no breaks, no psychotic breaks, getting back to normal. Normal-ish. And that ends the story of the school bus hijacking private from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Gone but not forgotten, hopefully healing up for good and free as a bird that should never have been caged in the first place. God, I still think that there are some red flags. His recruiter is probably shitting his pants right now. But if you don't want to shit your pants out of fear that some shenanigan might happen in your world, support the channel. Go ahead and check out angry-cops.com. Get yourself a t-shirt, my little E4 Mafia shirt. Shams, shenanigans, sketchy shit done dirt cheap. Don't ask them how they did it. Just be happy that they got it done. All right. See you next time, weirdos.
Hard work, that's what they say.